And we are live. We are live. And time to invite some people to the stream. As that is routine when I do live streams. Okay, I don't want to be in Discord. We got one person in the stream. Wonder who it is. And I guess I should probably invite Brennan as well. See if he wants to join. I can add overlays? Huh. I'll think about making that. Making one. I don't know who I should, because I've been putting Mandalore the Ultimate. I have Ahsoka. I can put her there. I can put Jason. But let's see who else I got. I've been Skywalker. Put him there. Why not? I also have. I had this really cool picture, and I'm thinking about actually making. Well, I guess it won't let me. I guess I can't make it bigger, but I'm thinking of doing a reading based on this scene from the Dark Nest trilogy. So that'd be fun. There's one person. There's two people in stream now. Say something in chat. I don't really have any topics. I've been reading. I've been rereading Tales of the Jedi. I've been reading X-Wing. The X-Wing comics. Those have been fun. I've also been reading. Well, I've read X-Wing Rogue Leader, the X-Wing Rogue Squadron Special, and then I've read like a little bit of Star Wars. I'm reading the New Republic Volume 2 Epic Collection, so I'm just reading through that. So it's pretty good. Some of the stuff I've read so far, I've kind of enjoyed it. So having some fun. Of course, I'm still going through Dark Nest. I should probably be reading that now, but I'm not. I'm here instead. Maybe after stream I'll read it. Again, I'm just not feeling it at all. I'm just not. But I'm pushing through it so I can read Legacy of the Force. That's the goal. But I don't know. I'm just not really caring for it, I guess. I don't know why. I'm just not. It's not for me. It's not that it's bad. It's not bad at all. It's just boring. So, a lot of it is because I know what's going on and what makes this superior. It's me, Scott. That's what makes it superior. It's me. So it's actually not superior. I just kind of put that in there as a clickbait thing. It's not superior at all. If you'd like to join Scott, let me know and I'll send you the link, invite link. Wait, you're in my Discord, aren't you? Well, it's not mine, not anymore, but I think, or did you leave? I'm not sure. Superior to what? To Matt Wilkins, because you know how he'll do a nightcap every once in a while? You know, a late night stream. There is no context. It's just a joke title. Don't worry about it, Scott. It's just a joke. I'm hoping Matt will come in and join. Be nice, you know. Not in there anymore. Did you leave? Also, if anyone is interested in my opinion on the new Outlaw video game, it looks interesting, but it also looks like a Shadows of the Empire ripoff. So I'm not really interested. It's also yet again another rebellion story in the new canon. So because the EU having a bunch of rebellion stories that was bad, but the new canon can have even more, and it's okay. Anyway, moving on. I'm thinking about writing an article for theexpanders.com where I go through all of the things that people hated about the EU and then showing what they hated that's now in the new canon. Like the Emperor returning or Jackson or things like that. Sentient rocks, stuff like that. So I'm thinking about doing something like that. I think that'd be really interesting. Be a lot of fun. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Well, if no one's gonna talk, I'm just gonna end the stream because this is boring. I'm having Chat GPT write all my articles. That's funny. I may start doing that. Write an article about. Actually, I'm gonna do that right now. Chat GPT or whatever it's called. Okay, I don't want the app. I just want the website. Oh, I have to make an account. That's lame. But yeah, if no one is gonna talk, I'm just gonna end the stream because I'm bored. Make this interesting. Oh, I know what I can do to make this interesting. I actually ordered Mall Lockdown in hardcover today. It was like $35, but I took it and ran with it. And if you're wondering, oh, what makes that so special? Why is it so expensive? Because the hardcover, first of all, it's out of print. Second of all, it was never reprinted in a paperback without the Legends banner. So the EU books that don't have paperbacks without the Legends banner, typically the hardbacks are a lot more expensive. I can also say that with Kenobi, the Kenobi hardback is expensive. The Crucible hardback actually isn't that expensive. I actually have that as well, but it wasn't for either. I found someone who didn't really know how much it's worth because I got it like $8, so that was a steal. Um, Dawn of the Jedi, that has a paperback that actually doesn't have the Legends banner. There's just not a whole lot of them. Those are out there. And then there's what other books? That don't Scourge. Wait, no, Scourge. I actually have that paperback. Well, I wouldn't call it expensive. I'd actually call it a good price considering a hardback's out of print and the paperback doesn't have a Legends banner. The paperback does have a Legends banner, and there's none without it. MSRP. What does that mean? Or am I just dumb? I wouldn't call it expensive at all. I think that's a good price. Dawn of the Mid. I don't actually have any. I've read the entire Dawn of the Jedi era. Well, actually, that's a lie. I haven't read the novel, but I've read the comics. But I don't have the comics, nor do I have the novel. Well, I have the novel ordered, but I don't have it. I finally have that whole series in my collection. So all I'm missing now is Red Harvest, which I can order that pretty easily. Red Harvest, Maul Lockdown, Dawn of the Jedi, the Clone Wars novelization. I was about to say Seeking Gambit. That's Matt Wilkins rubbing off on me. Gambit, I don't have. Wild Space, No Prisoners, I don't have. What else am I missing? I have. Oh, Jabba's Palace. Tales from Jabba's Palace. I don't have that yet. But other than that, I have everything. All the novels. Marcel is continuing to call all of these books I don't have mid. Dawn of the Mid, Mid Lockdown, Midsable by Mid Dinning, Mid Harvest. Marcel, join the stream, man. Joins the stream. Tales from Mid. Yeah. Tales from Mid Isley Cantina. Oh Lord. Mid Sarzy team. Max has been here the whole time. She just hasn't said anything. It's very annoying. She does it all the time. She lurks. She's a lurker. Midstream. I can say that. The Mid Republic. Midsole. Mid-Ein. That doesn't really sound right, but Max Mid. The Mid Max. The Mid Max. That works. What's up, kitten? She just woke up. Hi, kitten. Marcel, somebody join. Strictly Mid Wars. I need to get Slav or Titus in here, man. I'm gonna text Iron Inquisitor, see if he'll join. Can you join my stream? It's really boring. It's really mid. That's what I'm gonna tell him. Touring the Galaxy by Jason Mitzel. I wish I could, but I'm playing Diablo 4. That's not an excuse. Come on, Max. You're not doing anything else. Max, have you read the X-Wing novels? You just finished the book? High Republic book? See, you guys clown on me for the High Republic. I sold on my High Republic books, and Max is posting about the High Republic books on our story. You guys should be going after her. Leave me alone. Marcel, I didn't. It sounds so familiar, to be honest. Touring the Galaxy. I don't. I'm gonna Google it. Touring the Galaxy. Oh, and it came up with a bunch of people trying to explore the Milky Way. Yeah, that didn't work. I've not read X-Wing, neither have I. I'm gonna read the comics first. See, and maybe that'll. I don't know. Should I read the comics first? Those of you who have read it all, like Scott Johnson. I mean, I know the characters in X-Wing. I mean, you got Wedge, Tycho, Wes, Hobby, Piggy. That's in Wraith Squadron stuff. So, Ayala, Assard. It's definitely not the most repetitive article on us. Oh, yeah, that's what I now know what you're talking about. Now that you mention that. Sorry, I don't check these fanrivers.com a whole lot anymore. Yes, you should read. Okay. That works. I will do that. I need to find the Epic Collection Volume 2. Because I already have Volume 1. So. I try to stay away from the Epic Collections if I can. I try to see if I can find the original trades first from Dark Horse and the omnibuses. But that's not always possible. Sometimes I actually see the Epic Collections first and they're a good price. X-Wing comics take place first. I know that. What came out first? I don't remember. Did they come out around the same time? Rogue Squadron novel. It came out. Let's see what year it came out. 96. Oh, so the comics came out first then, because those came out in 95. Interesting. So okay, that makes sense. And they're I know it's a sequel to the X-Wing comics. Simulated battle at the beginning of the book is based on a mission from the PC game X-Wing. Well, I don't know. What I like about the X-Wing comics is, they reference a lot of Bantam stuff. I guess not a lot, but they've referenced Bakura a few times, and I was actually worried about that going into. I'm like, are they going to reference Bakura? Because I know X-Wing, the comics don't take place very long after the movies, so I was like, are they going to reference Bakura? Are they going to reference, those kind of things? I know they're not going to reference the Marvel comics. I could be wrong though. That could happen, and that'd be cool, but I doubt it. But they did reference Bakura. What else could they have referenced? They could have referenced Jedi Prince. That's basically it. Obviously, they're not going to reference Shadows of Mendor or Heart of the Jedi for obvious reasons. Max is here.
Hello.
Strictly Mid Wars.
Yeah.
Did you just yeah me, Titus?
Nope.
Anyway, how are you doing, Max?
Good. Doing very good. I just
the actual High Republic fan here, not me.
I just finished a very good book.
Oh gosh.
So.
Which one was it?
Path of Vengeance by Kevin Scott.
Kevin Mid?
Kevin Scott's a Chad. We went over this on the last stream.
He's mid.
You're mid.
I'm not.
I'm
a Chad because I went up to Half Price Books and said, here's my whole High Republic book collection. I don't want them anymore.
That's hella mid because you're missing out on good stories.
Yeah, no, I tried to give the Rising Storm a chance. It was boring.
Did you read Rising Storm first?
No, I read Light of the Jedi first.
Okay, never mind. If you didn't like Rising Storm, then you're hopeless because that book was really good.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I just said it was boring.
How? It was literally like chaos and destruction at its finest.
Yeah, but it was chaos and destruction that I didn't care about.
Bruh. I don't know. I don't know what to do with y'all. Y'all something else.
Well, I mean, Matt kind of made it kind of clear in his earlier videos. If they never gave the EU a chance, why should we give them a chance?
There's good stories outside of it.
No, that isn't. That's irrelevant, though.
If something's good, then why not enjoy it?
Because if the company that's making it are pieces of dog shite, why would we want to experience their stories?
Did you played Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor, and from what I understand, you enjoyed those stories.
Yeah, but like those games are really overpriced. Jedi Survivor took me like 5 hours to finish.
They're overpriced. They're the same price as any other game you can buy.
Yeah, exactly.
They have. Oh, what the hell? Okay. Anyway.
I mean, I don't think Jedi Survivor is worth $70.
From what I understand, Jedi Survivor is a very good game. I haven't played it myself, but I've seen. Well, I know the story and I've seen the gameplay, and it looks fantastic. So.
Yeah, the gameplay is fun. That's the best part of it. The story is fine. Actually, the story is pretty good for most of it, and then I just didn't like the ending. I hated it. Well, I didn't hate it, but it just felt like the writers were sitting down and they're like, "Well, we just killed off Dag and Gara, but this doesn't feel like a proper ending. Let's make Bode the Dark Jedi." And
Bode wasn't.
He's behind everything. And he's what?
Bode's not exactly a dark Jedi. He's just a dude trying to survive with his family or his daughter.
He's not a dark Jedi. Okay, I mean,
he's just a
Jedi. Don't do what he did.
He's not a Jedi either. He's not. He's just trying to survive. Okay, he's just trying to make a better life for his daughter and keep her safe.
He's a lightsaber and he's a trained force.
Just
he was
because they're a
Jedi Knight in the Jedi Order and he fought in the Clone Wars. How is that not a Jedi?
But he's not a Jedi anymore, obviously. But he's just trying. He's a father. He says it in the game multiple times. He's just trying to do right by his kid and to keep her safe. That's literally his entire goal for everything he does.
Well, he's a piss poor excuse for a father. And you know it's true. I mean, he literally killed an old man. He killed an old man for no reason. And then he brought in the tyrannical fascist empire to...
Bro did what he thought he had to do to keep his daughter safe.
He put his daughter in danger by getting the empire involved.
He was in league with them. They weren't going to hurt him or his daughter as long as he did what they wanted.
Yeah, and that's exactly why he put his daughter in danger.
Ugh.
So wait, you're defending Bode and what he did?
No, of course not. But I'm defending his
It's literally
reasoning.
what you're doing. Oh, he was a
I'm
father. Let him
saying
do what he had to do.
no. What I'm telling you is that he's not a dark Jedi, and he's not a Jedi either. He's just a dude.
Okay, did he fall to the dark side? Would you agree with
Uh,
that?
no, he's just trying to do what he thinks is right for his daughter.
Yeah, that's what he thinks, but in actuality, he fell to the dark side.
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah, Bode was a crap character. I don't like him at all.
I think there's many who would disagree.
I don't like the ending. I thought the ending sucked.
Strange world we live in.
I wonder if we can get refunds.
What the fuck? You bought the game.
Disney Star Wars should make a game called EU Survivor, where you try to manage an EU fan page as a content creator in an increasingly unfriendly environment for EU fans. That sounds like a good idea. It would be biased, though. We'd be the villains. You two should have a podcast.
Oh, I'd kill Lance.
What would we talk about?
I'd probably have to kill you.
For what?
Just cause.
You know, I could have given my High Republic stuff to you, but
I probably already have all the books you had.
yeah, probably.
I've been catching up on Phase 2, and I finished Phase 2, basically. I'm gonna read the middle grade novels, too. But for the most part, I finished Phase 2 completely. With just now, like with Path of Vengeance. And it was really good.
I hope you still like prefer the EU though.
Who wouldn't?
Disney.
Well, they're doing their own thing, but I don't.
Pablo Hidalgo.
Good Star Wars is good Star Wars. I don't discriminate.
It's just hard for me to enjoy Disney Star Wars now. It's just hard because I don't know. Like even like because I mean there's me. I've tried to enjoy it sometimes.
It was hard
but
for Ken too, and it was hard for me too for a while. But I expelled that. Like I understand that it's not for all of you, but I was really just sick of being so like congested with disdain, and I didn't want to do it anymore. I wanted to feel excited about things again, and if things turned out to be shit, then they turned out to be shit, and that would be the end of it. I just wanted to be excited for Star Wars things again, and I wasn't for a long time, and it pissed me off. So
I'm excited for Star Wars stuff, just not new Star Wars stuff.
what else is there?
What do you mean? EU
What
books I haven't read. I'm excited for that.
what was it? I didn't hear that.
EU books that I have not read. I'm
Oh
excited.
well, that yeah, obviously, but I'm talking like what was it? Like when things would like let's say I was still in that bad mindset, like when the Outlaws trailer just came out. Like I would have just been so like and not interested as I am and not as excited as I am. Same with like when the Ahsoka trailer came out and when other things were announced. Like I so desperately wanted to be excited, but I felt that I couldn't. And that really, really pissed me off. And, I couldn't stand thinking that way. So I was like, I'm going to be excited for things. I'm going to like things again. And if they turn out to be shit, then they're shit. And that'll be the end of it. So.
Well, with Outlaws, I mean, I remember when that game was announced, and well,
Yeah,
obviously
yesterday.
didn't know it was called Outlaws, but I thought it'd be. I was excited for it because it's like open world Star Wars game, and then and then I got into mindset. Well, if it's an open world game, it's could be like kind of create your own character and you get to explore the galaxy as you wish. I guess that's not going to happen, and
Well,
that's kind of really lame to me because I don't want to. I don't want to play as some established character. I want to create my own character and do my whatever I want. Star Wars. I mean, that's kind of what we all want to do, right?
the way I see it is that it would be better to have like a main character, someone to represent the game, and like someone's story to tell, but also you know, it's kind of like an Assassin's Creed game, where there's an established protagonist there and you're going through the story, but also having the freedom to do what you want in the open world. So that's just how I see it, and I don't mind having an established character. I think it would have been cool to have a customizable character, but I think having a sole protagonist is really good, especially for their first endeavor into this kind of game. So I think it's a good
Well,
safe bet.
they could have done like a GTA thing where there's like
Well, GTA's
there's
been
nothing wrong with
released
telling
for
their
a
own story,
while.
but you can have a story mode that's open world and then have a whole other online aspect of it where
Yeah,
you
I
can.
mean, I don't know. For like their first, you know, game like this, I think it was good to just be safe like that. Just because, like, a lot of games that like launch that are like that, they kind of launch buggy and really shitty, and there's a lot of things that need fixing. So I would just rather have them do like singular protagonists, but open world and keep it like that, so we can.
Or they could do something like SWOTOR and
Well,
there's open
galaxies.
world. You can do whatever you want. You can create your own character, but that character
Galaxies.
I don't know. SWTOR
or
is just a
galaxy.
giant like MMO. This is just like as I said, like an Assassin's Creed game. You know?
Yeah, my main worry about it is that number one, it's going to be the typical Ubisoft open world game with a bunch of nothing side missions, and they're going to force you to be on the rebellion, and you can't actually build your own path. You can't actually be neutral. You can't even join the Empire if you want because they are too damn afraid to make a game about being a dark side character. Not like the old games we had with KOTOR, TIE Fighter, Galaxies, SWTOR, Force Unleashed.
I don't think they're gonna do anything involving like joining the rebellion or anything. I
Sure
think
fucking
that
hope not.
obviously those factions will be there, but
Old
it's
old hat that
yeah,
is. Do something new, Disney must.
it's
To keep our
they're
interest.
definitely more of just more background dressing because this is dealing more with crime syndicates because they
Oh, you
you
know
know
what I would also really, 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 really like? A Star Wars game where the main protagonist, the player character, isn't a fucking human.
That'd be cool. I actually that's the first thing I thought when I saw the trailer. I'm like, really another human character? Can we get
Can we
some
be a
aliens up in
Rhodian?
here?
Can we be a Keldor? Can we be a uh what are those wolf what's that wolf name of that wolf creature that was in the
Shistavan,
original cut of A New Hope?
Shistavan, I believe.
Yeah, Shistavan or Anzat or come on, there are so many other alien species in Star Wars and in the EU they were each given their own like time moment to shine, and in Disney Star Wars they felt more like set dressing every day. You want to talk about diversity in Star Wars? How about some more aliens?
Either way,
Um,
I think the game's gonna be really fun.
I'm sure the game's going to be a lot of fun. I
I'm
don't
sure
think.
too. I just don't care about a modern AAA. This goes beyond Star Wars because most modern AAA games these days are released in, release it now, patch it later. Who cares if it's broken day one on PC?
Well, I'm not sure how long the game has been in development, so who knows?
Jedi
But wasn't it
Survivor,
announced like 4 years ago?
yeah,
3 or
Something
4
something.
like
years
that.
ago? That's when it was announced. I mean, the game's been in development for 5+ more years.
Isn't this built on Visceral's corpse?
I have no idea.
Because Visceral's working on a Star Wars game before that got canned, and then Visceral got canned, and everyone is giving EA all the credit for bringing back Dead Space, even though they killed Dead Space to begin with. Fuck you.
Marcel.
Yeah, it's
And
like when
I enjoyed the Dead Space remake, but still, I'm not gonna forget easily.
Yeah, it's like when Disney killed the Clone Wars, and then people brought it back. And they're like, "Yeah, Disney brought back the Clone Wars. You should like Disney." It's like they killed it to begin with. I mean, they canceled it for a reason. Like, why are we going to congratulate them on bringing back something they canceled?
Yeah, same thing with the ELC. It's like, yeah, no, they killed the EU, and now they're bringing it back with shittier covers. What do you fucking do?
Yeah,
I think some of the covers are cool.
I'll give the what do they call it? The Central Legends Collection. I'll give them this. They are bringing a whole new audience to the EU in terms of like, because these books are being marketed again, right?
Where are the unabridged audiobooks we were promised, you fucks?
I guess that's something they can work on. But my point is, they're actually marketing these books again. I think that's a big win for us. But
yeah, well, I'm not gonna give credit to the people who slew the golden goose and are now parading its corpse around like some kind of meat puppet.
I guess that's fair. Anyway, moving on from Disney Star Wars.
Yeah. How's everyone's week?
Good.
Yeah. I made $37 today, and I worked a 6-hour shift. Yay!
I recently got a dog.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
What kind of dog is it?
Golden Retriever.
Aww.
She is still a puppy, but she's being a good girl lately. So. Yeah. When she's not biting me.
Well, they're not doing like a super complex marketing campaign, but they're like advertising these books on Instagram and Twitter and other social media, which is marketing in a way. So
yeah, it just goes.
It's not marketing in a way. It is marketing. That's what they like. If you've taken a marketing class, that's what they'll teach you. They'll teach you social media and how to market on there. So.
Pardon me.
I mean, if you go into like a Barnes and Noble, there'll be like not posters, but like, I don't know. There'll be like little, like, you know, when you go into a bookstore and there's like ads and whatnot on like posters and stuff. They have things like that. You've seen no ads? Well, have you seen like Del Rey's post on them on social media? That's marketing, Scott. I mean, again, it's not like it's complex. It's not like the movie marketing, but it's still marketing. It still
feels like the bare minimum.
Oh gosh, people are not understanding. It's hard to explain what I'm trying to say. It's not a poster. They're not selling posters.
No,
they're
the books.
You know how like in libraries, I don't know how to describe it. Whatever. I don't care about that. They're making social media posts about Essential Legends, saying, "Hey, these are new books that we're reprinting. They're going on sale this date." That's marketing.
And I'm more interested in the fact that they're actually reprinting a bunch of the old Dark Horse EU comics. My only problem with that is I feel like I have to pre-purchase them because as soon as they're out, it's like they become rare as hell within the first week.
Okay, Scott. Let me just ask this: if a company is advertising their product on social media, you don't consider that marketing? What would you consider that then?
It's not that it isn't marketing, it's that it's bare minimum.
Well, Scott's arguing it's not even marketing. I mean,
I'd argue that bare minimum marketing is even somehow more condescending. I'm not condescending, just...
I mean, I hope we're using the same definition of marketing.
In marketing, when you're pushing a product towards a certain group of people, yes.
Okay, this is the Oxford Languages Dictionary.
The
Oxford Languages definition. For marketing, the activity or business of promoting and selling products or services, including market research and advertising. Yes, that's still marketing. Announcing it, and not even just that, they've made multiple posts of that. Okay, let's just go to Del Rey's Instagram.
That's funny.
I mean, I don't know why we're debating this, but I guess we are. Del Rey. All right. So this is literally their latest post. On Instagram. This is not an announcement. This had been announced. Out today, the 3 new Essential Legends paperbacks with original cover art to add to your shelves. That's an advertisement. That's marketing. So, oh, look at this guy thinking he's cool. Not canon. Ha ha ha. Anyway, I'm moving on from that. I don't really care. I'm not buying them. So.
Anyone who goes, not canon, immediately loses the argument because they just can't find a intelligent bone in their fucking body. Like, that doesn't mean you can't enjoy it. Like, why is it so offensive to those people that we enjoy something?
Yeah, I know. And that's really the problem with fiction nowadays is they're canon wars. That's all it is. I mean, that's what Matthew Stover, that's kind of what he calls it. He calls it canon wars, and I think that's a great way to put it. Now, not to say that there shouldn't be a continuity. I think that's very different. It should be a continuity.
Absolutely.
But canon, like, what does that even mean? None of these stories are real. None of them happen.
No.
They're fiction. They're not real.
Tell that to them.
It's like people who think that something is canon somehow makes it real. somehow makes it a legit part of reality. So anyway, moving on.
Oh, come on, Ubisoft.
Max, what book are you going to read next?
I don't know.
EU. Read Jedi Academy.
I already read Jedi Academy.
I read Jedi Academy, and I am currently reading Tales from the Empire.
Read what should you read? Have you read Outbound Flight, Max?
Yes.
No.
Well, read that.
I might finish up the rest of Phase 2 that I need to read.
After Phase 2 after you finish reading that, what will you read next?
I have no idea.
Okay, you're going to read.
You should be focusing on what you're gonna read. Finish Darkness before telling someone else what to read.
I'm still working on it. Okay.
Yeah. What are you on? Unseen Queen?
Yeah, like halfway through it.
Finish that. Finish Darkness, and you can get to Legacy of the Force, and then you can read Fate of the Jedi.
Legacy of the Schwartz.
And then you can meet Abeloth, because she's amazing.
Who would you say is the better villain, Max? Abeloth, or not in terms of like power or anything, but like as characters, Darth Caedus or Abeloth?
Well, Caedus was different because Caedus was heartbreaking because he was family, and I cried so much during every one of those books.
Don't spoil it, please.
I'm not, but it was just sad throughout the whole thing. But like, Abeloth is just so fun. And I love her so much because she just wants to be called pretty and not be lonely. And I'm like, girl, same. Like, I feel that. Plus, I don't know. I just love the idea of this strange being locked up inside this Maw installation. I think it's such like the coolest concept that she's got like connections to Mortis and everything, but I don't know. I'd probably say Kaitis because Kaitis really was just so cunning and just evil. And but he was also like so genuinely convinced that what he was doing was right. So it made it really interesting. And obviously the fact that he's also Jason Solo was good too. So yeah. Probably Kaitis.
Interesting. What are your thoughts on Callista because I know
Oh,
you've been
before we continue, Lance, you want to hear what I named my dog?
Callista.
What?
Mitra.
Aw.
Oh, nice. Awesome. Now you got to get a male dog and name him Revan.
No, I can. I live in a pretty small condo, so one dog is enough.
I don't have a dog. I have a little kitty cat though.
I have
She's on my
5
bed
dogs.
right
But Callista, I didn't read the Callista trilogy, but
I'm allergic to cats, unfortunately.
Me too.
but Callista was sort of in Fate of the Jedi in a way. But like, I don't know. I don't really know Callista that much because I haven't read those books, and I don't know if I plan to.
Well, I think you should at least read Darksaber.
How do you pick up something in the middle of a trilogy? I don't want. I wouldn't.
It's not really a trilogy. It's only
But
called
everybody
trilogy.
calls it the Callista trilogy, so it's like.
Only because Callista is in all three. That's the only reason why.
Isn't Callista
read
like a
Darksaber,
Jedi
okay,
from the Clone Wars?
All you need to know from Children of the Jedi for Darksaber is Luke is in love with Callista, and Callista inhabited what was her name? Kray's body. One
Why
of his
is Luke
students.
in love with the spirit?
I don't know. Why are we in love with
What is bro
flesh and blood? Anyone who falls in love, we're falling in love with just bones and flesh and
Reminds me of that movie where that guy fell in love with the AI in his phone. Forgot what it was called, but I remember the concept of it. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like what Scott says, it's not really a trilogy because the only reason why it's called that is because Callista's in all three. That's it. And she does follow she's barely even in the third one. That's the thing. She's barely even in that one. She shows up at like the very end. But but despite the Callista stuff, everything else is pretty self-contained. So
I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna read next. I haven't really thought about that.
look, if you want to know what happened to Dala and Pelion, well, I guess you know what happened to Dala, but like in between Jedi Academy and Fate of the Jedi, that's a good one because it's the only novel with her.
Dala was chilling.
Same with Pelion.
Pelion's always chilling.
Yeah, but Pelion and Dala team up in that, which
I
is
know.
like
They
the most
team up in another book that I can think of too. But I'm not gonna say it.
What, Fate of the Jedi?
No.
Oh, never mind. They didn't team up in that book, and I know why. I'm not going to say it though. No spoilers, of course. But anyway, moving on.
Fate of the Jedi was peak. I've heard so many people. I've heard complaints about it. I'm like, I thoroughly enjoyed that series so much. Like, I had a freaking blast reading Fate of the Jedi. That shit was so fun.
Darksaber is an essential read, and probably Children's Jedi too. Yeah, Darksaber is not only just like an amazing book, but it's essential to the Galactic Civil War as a whole because it makes the Empire, it unites the Empire, but it also just eliminates them as a threat. and that's why every book after Darksaber, with the exception of, well, every book after Darksaber until Hand of Thrawn, there is no Empire. I mean, there's mentions of it, and I think, well, I guess there's, other than like the Crystal Star, which has like a cult, an Imperial cult in it. Same with Jedi Academy. No, Jedi Outcast. Jedi Academy has the same extension of that cult. That's basically it.
Ragnos.
My boy Marco Ragnos. Killed him like 30 times in Jedi Academy. Oh my god. I played that game so many times.
I prefer Outcast.
I love Jedi Academy. The lightsaber combat's so good.
Too bad the level design took a nosedive from Outcast.
Hey, I gotta go. I have to go drop a gamer pee, so I'll be back.
Oh, what?
He's got a piss.
What the fuck? Okay.
I mean, I could have just said, "Hey, I gotta go drop a fat piss," but that, I mean,
But you said a gamer piss? Okay.
I said a gamer pee.
Whatever. You do.
Because, like, you know, when you're playing a game and you have to stop to go pee.
I mean,
What are you playing right now?
Well, I guess I'm not gaming right now, but like, I'm kind of gaming, sort of.
I'm playing
I have to pee,
Ghost
okay?
Recon Future
Please.
Soldier.
I have to pee. I've been holding it for almost an hour.
Jesus Christ, he's gonna explode.
Yeah. There was one time we were going like on a family trip or something. Like, it was like a 5-hour drive, and my dad is an asshole, so he wouldn't let us go pee when we needed to, stop somewhere. But so I had to hold it for 5 hours, and my bladder literally was tensing up. I mean, it was terrible.
Good lord.
Terrible.
Rip.
So,
Rip Bozo.
but like, I'm an expert in holding in my urine because like let's say like during testing or whatever.
Oh shit!
I have so much anxiety. I have anxiety asking to go use the restroom. So I don't know. It sounds ridiculous, but
everybody's in the HoloNet chat without us.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Literally, like, everybody's in there.
Oh my gosh! Tell them to get their asses in here.
Oh,
they're probably watching our stream. Actually, no, they're not. We only have one viewer.
That's Scott. Probably. Marcel's gone. He went to go fight fires in Canada. Marcel, the firefighter. If you read Fate of the Jedi, Planet of Twilight is essential. I don't know. I've heard a lot of those books are mid. Like Hand of Thrawn, I tried to read and I couldn't get through it. Oof. Take your stories. Okay.
Awkward silence much?
I'm playing Ghost Recon. Sorry, I'm kind of just concentrating a bit.
Max, what are you doing?
Not much.
Oh, so dry. Dry people.
You're dry.
I'm the epitome of wet.
Ew. Oh my god.
Oh Lord. I mean, the opposite of dry is wet, so like,
Yeah, but the way you said it was so weird.
it was meant to be weird because it was a joke, kind of.
Nasty.
You're nasty.
Yeah, I know.
You literally read the High Republic. I mean,
Oh
that's
my
the nasty.
god. It's good stories. Sorry.
No, they're not. They're bad.
Shit.
Good Star Wars. It's good.
Close.
They're not canon. They're not canon.
What's not canon?
Oh, I can
High
pick
Republic.
that up so bad right now.
Oh, they're high, all right. They're just doing all the drugs.
Yeah, what drugs are they doing?
Red sand.
We're high on the Force.
They're high on Pablo Hidalgo.
I think you're high on Pablo Hidalgo. Y'all always
Yeah,
talk
you're
about him.
Yeah, because he's my favorite Star
Y'all
Wars.
love that guy.
He's my favorite Star Wars writer. What do you mean we love? He loves us, bro.
Y'all are always talking about him, you know.
I think we have good reason to.
Y'all always like Pablo Hidalgo. I'm like,
Considering he made fun of Old Republic fans and he's made fun of other Star Wars fans.
Star Wars Theory had it coming.
Nah, I mean, I think Theory overreact. Well,
Star Wars Theory.
let me rephrase that. Theory could have handled that better, but I'm still.
There's no screws and bricks in Star Wars.
I still think Pablo Hidalgo was a piece of shit for what he said to Theory. I mean, I'm sorry.
Well, Star Wars Theory is a piece of shit daily, so.
Star Wars
I
Theory
don't
is
think
fine.
he's that.
He's
But
an
I don't think he has very good opinions. But I'm not calling him a piece of shit over it.
Oh,
Oh,
not
shit.
because of his opinions. He's just an ass.
Nah, I mean, like I said, I think his opinions suck and they don't make any sense, and they're like, it's like he's.
I will never ever get over the bricks and screws in Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean that's funny, and the fact he doubled down on it was.
Oh my god. When I read that, I was like, I had the most confused look on my face. I was like, what? I was like, what do you mean? I was like, there's literally giant bricks in the first movie.
Grapes.
Grapes. Yes.
Hungry.
I think Star Wars Theory is funny because, like, I mean, remember this guy has over 3 million subscribers, and his views
And he fails to condone any of the actions they do.
And he has Disney selling Lucasfilm back to George Lucas. My thoughts.
Good lord, that rumor's been surfacing again. Let the man retire and spend time with his fucking family. That's what he wanted. He has a young kid. He wants to spend time with his family. Bro's how old now? He's in his 80s?
And he's getting close. I don't think he's in his 80s just yet.
Hold on, let me look it up.
I think 2 or 3 more years he will be, though. Maybe 1 year, I don't know. He's pretty close, though.
He's 79. So
yeah.
he's up there. Dude just wants to live out his days with his family. Hella respect it.
One of his latest videos was Ahsoka, new images revealed. Starkiller Inquisitor?
Oh yeah, everybody was saying the new Inquisitor Starkiller. I'm like, maybe it's just a new character.
Oh no, bad news for Luke Skywalker going forwards. He sounds like Mike Zero in his...
He honestly is approaching that.
KOTOR remake is back. It's happening. I hope it doesn't happen.
Don't want it to happen?
Kathleen Kennedy just dropped bad news for Obi-Wan.
And it was just that they weren't getting a second season for the show because it doesn't need it. Sure, it'd be cool, but it doesn't need it.
Should have never been made to begin with. Anyway, moving on from that.
Star Series is strange bird.
Yeah, he used to be really cool back in the day. I remember his
Yeah.
early videos.
I used to be a fan of his early work.
And then he just
Went crazy.
But like I've never seen a YouTuber like him make so many videos and live streams about the hate he gets. Like you think of like big YouTubers like PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier. I mean, these people are huge. They get a lot more hate than what he does. So like, and they don't make videos on that. They make videos they enjoy. They don't spend time giving these people attention. It's like that's why they're doing it, Theory, because they want attention. You're giving it to them. They're like asking for something, and you're giving it to them, and then complaining about it. So it's like,
so don't give it to him.
Exactly. It's like it clearly gets to him. It's clearly bothering him, but it's like that's what happens when you are a big, especially in fandom. I mean, if you're a big name in fandom, you're going to get hate because you're going to say something that not everyone agrees with.
You just have to deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be a YouTuber, if you want to be an internet personality or whatever you want to call it, that's what you're going to get.
You need a thick skin.
So, now again, I don't agree with all the hate that he gets because I don't know, I just don't. But because again, like I mean, I don't think it was good that he felt like he should. Now, I mean, if this is true, then this is what I think. But I don't think he should have ever felt like he should have hid from his opinion on The Last Jedi. I mean, I kind of felt bad for him there, but like, whether you agree with the opinion or not, like he shouldn't have felt like that, you know?
Like that he had to hide his opinion.
Yeah, because he was afraid of what
Yeah,
he was
he
going
had
to
to
say. I don't think, and I know it's not his fault, but
No, and I'll even just say I just don't like it, and that's apparently grounds to call me a terrible person. Like, oh no, I don't like a movie. Whoop-de fucking do.
But I don't know. I just think, like again with the Paul Hidalgo stuff, I'm still on Theory's side to this day. I mean, again, I don't agree with how he handled it.
How many years ago was that?
I don't completely agree with how he handled it. Do what?
I feel like that was forever ago. How long ago was that?
It's been like 2 years. Jeez.
No, it's been longer than that, right?
Season 2 came out in 2020. It's been 3 years. Coming up on 3 years.
Oh yeah, it did come out in 2020, didn't it?
Yep.
For some reason, I was like, no, it came out in 2019, but I guess no, that was season 1.
Yeah,
that was season 1.
Anyway, so like I'm on Theory's side when it came to the Paul Hidalgo thing. Hidalgo was out of line. And he was okay. First of all, he's out of line because he was positively engaging with a Twitter thread making fun of a Star Wars fan. He as a Star Wars or a Lucasfilm employee shouldn't have been engaging in that kind of conversation. Second of all, emotions are not for sharing. What kind of garbage is that? Like, what the fuck? What's wrong with that? How are you going to be a lead story person in film and say emotions are not for sharing? And
who said emotions are not for sharing?
Do what?
Who said emotions are not for sharing?
Pablo Hidalgo. Oh. That's what he said to Star Wars Theory.
Yeah, because we're all Borg.
It's like, isn't that the whole point of storytelling, is to invoke some kind of emotion? And then emotions are not for sharing. That's also just a narcissistic thing in general to say, I feel like. Anyway, so like even if he was joking, it's like, why would you say that as a joke?
Because people have no tact. On Earth, we have a word called tact. Oh.
Anyway, I just thought Pablo was pretty lame for that, but whatever. What do I know? Like even I was like, because at that time I was, well, I don't remember. I think I was reading New Jedi Order. No. I'd already read. No, I think I was finishing up New Jedi Order. No, I wasn't. I hadn't started it yet. I was still reading the Bantam stuff. But
NJO.
Because NJO, I always forget. Bantam stuff was 2020. That's when I was reading the Bantam stuff, and then 2021 was when I read New Jedi Order.
Fucking
NJO was so much fun.
It was great.
I was so close.
But like the finale for season 2, that even had me like, kind of emotional.
Oh, it's so good. I cried a lot.
And then I saw what they did to him in Book of Boba Fett, and I'm like, oh, jeez. Anyway.
Season 2 finale went so hard.
Why are we talking about Star Wars Theory? Because it's fun.
What are emotions anyway?
Yeah, they're not for sharing, according to Pablo.
And then the music in that episode, oh my god.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It's good stuff.
I think that's part of the reason why season 3 was mid, is because they didn't have Ludwig Göransson doing the score. Music is essential to Star Wars, and they did not have their dude for it.
Season 3 was starting out so good, I feel like, because I kind of had an idea about where it was going.
And then it became shit.
And I liked where it was going.
Are you kidding me?
I had some fun with the finale.
It was your typical Star Wars finale.
And I love Bo-Katan, so I'll enjoy anything with her in it.
I don't enjoy life.
Season 3 started off pretty good, I feel like, and then it just kind of Bo-Katan was just taking Din's place, and then it's like, there
was some banger episodes and some not so much. What is it? The 3rd episode, I think, is really good.
And then you had the Coruscant episode where it's like, which I actually enjoyed it because I'm like, okay, this could lead to something interesting, and it didn't lead to anything. So it's like, what the?
Welcome to Disney Star Wars. Nothing leads to anything and everything, and everyone's efforts are useless.
It's like I thought this could. I legit thought, okay, this could lead to something really cool, and it didn't lead to shit. It led to Moff Gideon being on Mandalore and then dying. That's what it led to.
What was that?
Anyway. Lame.
The 7th episode was good.
And of course, Pelion was out of character, but we're not going to talk about that.
Oh.
I always love seeing Enzellans on the screen. I love those little guys.
It was cool seeing Brendel Hux, though.
That was cool.
That was neat.
I was like, hey, where's Ray Sloan, too?
Yeah, it would be cool to see her as well. I don't really know much about them,
but Brendel Hux, though, that was good. I remember when I was watching it, I was like, "Ooh!" I was like, "No way!"
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
And then, I don't like the sequels that much. I think they're poopy, but man, I love the build-up. I love the build-up because, the Praetorian Guards, mind you, they looked sick in The Mandalorian. They looked so much better than they did in The Last Jedi. But those motherfuckers look cool. And I love seeing them in action. And those Imperial Super Commandos, the Stormtrooper ones, they looked cool too.
I kind of predicted the Stormtroopers wearing Beskar. Like that's but that's kind of like the logical. Okay, it's like okay, Mandalore was conquered by the Empire.
Mine
They
their
eventually
stuff.
started. They eventually started producing their own Beskar like little plates because we saw
Yeah.
that in season 1. So it's like, oh, then they would have made stormtroopers out of Beskar.
It was inevitable.
So I mean, that's just the logical. If that never happened, it would have been like, okay, then why did they not do that? But they did. So.
And then the name drop of Thrawn, I was like, ooh.
Oh my god, they name dropped Thrawn. Everyone clap like a fucking
awesome.
seal. You'll forgive me if I don't fall for that.
It was just like what they did in season 2 when Ahsoka said it.
Where is Grand Admiral?
Because I did not see that one coming. I was like,
what would you have me do? Clap like a fucking fish?
no, but I squealed. That was fun.
Max, what are you eating?
Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its.
Yeah. They're really good.
Aren't you like 26?
I'm 22.
That's close enough.
Ken is 26, not me.
Well, if you're 22, you're old enough to drink. What's your favorite drink?
Water.
Oh, well, that's
You don't
based.
drink alcohol? Fuck that shit. Sorry, that was
Oh,
bad language. I don't like alcohol.
I mean, that's pretty based, I guess.
I will never drink that stuff.
I drink communion wine. Does that count?
I don't know.
Well, communion wine, at least in the Catholic Church, it's naturally fermented, so it's like naturally alcoholic.
I drink to forget.
I've never done any of that, so I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do nothing. I'll drink soda though. I love me some good Pepsi.
That's pretty based, Max.
Yeah, Pepsi's good.
That you don't smoke or drink, that's pretty good.
No, I've seen too many people's lives ruined by it, so I've learned my lesson from other people.
Well, I think the thing that probably makes me so angry about weed is when people come in to my restaurant. Well, it's not my restaurant, but whatever. I work there. It's
disgusting.
And that's the first thing I smell. It's like, dude, you're Applebee's is a family friendly restaurant. You're coming in here smelling like pot. Like,
right.
That's disgusting. Nobody wants to smell that.
Exactly. My brothers all smoked and drank and whatnot, and it's like disgusting.
Like, I mean, I think marijuana should be legal, but like purely from I don't know, I guess a constitutional perspective.
It's legal here.
Well, it's not legal here, and I don't know when it ever will. But like, I don't know. It's not good. It won't do anything because people do it anyway, and cops don't do anything about it. So
there's been no difference. Everybody just does it, even if it's legal or not. So,
I mean, it's surprising because the older I've gotten, I've found out that so many of people I know do it.
Yeah.
So many of my coworkers do it. It's like, it's disgusting.
I've had so many people ask me in like school, they're just like, hey, you wanna come smoke with us for your birthday? And I'm like, nope. I'd honestly rather kill myself.
Do you vape?
Fuck no.
Okay. You're base. You're sober on everything.
I am clean. I'm sober on everything. I've never done any of that stuff ever in my entire life, and I do not plan to.
Your lungs are super pink.
Yes, they are. Although maybe secondhand smoke because my dad smoked cigarettes, but you know.
Oh well, my parents smoke, so you're not alone in that.
Yeah.
But Applebee's is a respectable restaurant. No, it's not.
Applebee's is fun though. I like going to Applebee's. I get the 2 for $25 with my dad. Get the steak. The New York.
Yeah, I mean, the Applebee's it is kind of a neat restaurant to go to, especially if you go to the bar area. But it's the place. I mean, the higher ups are just so corporate. It's ridiculous.
That's how Walmart is. I mean, I don't work there anymore, but I did work there, and they suck.
But I don't know. I mean, like I said, it's it is fun to work there sometimes, and it's like I have really awesome managers. I have like 5 managers. They're all amazing. But
The theater I work at is so good. We're having a prom this month, and I'm very excited.
a prom,
Yep.
like hosted at the theater.
Well, so our theater also owns like this bowling lane and arcade and bar and stuff.
Oh,
And there's like a VIP room, and we're like clearing that out, and we're gonna host it in there.
oh, that's neat. Good luck cleaning that mess up when it's
I
over.
don't know. I'm not cleaning it. It's the prom for us, for the associates, for me, and everybody else.
Oh, that's
I ain't cleaning that.
That's cool.
Even if I wasn't,
didn't
I
go
don't
to
work
prom.
the lanes.
I didn't go to prom, and people were telling me I was going to regret it. I'm like, no, I don't really regret it at all. Because if I went to prom, I would have just been standing around not knowing what to do. Because I'm not, I don't like dances. I don't like socials or things like that. I just don't like them.
Probably didn't go to prom for a few reasons, but now I do.
Oh, I hope you have fun, Max.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Spread the EU. Spread the EU to all nations, baptizing people in the name of Luke Skywalker, Leia Organa, and Han Solo.
I don't think I'll be.
Don't you mean Leia Organa Solo?
Yeah, whatever. It'd be a very long name.
I don't think I'm gonna be concentrating on Star Wars while I'm there.
Well, you
I'm
should be.
gonna
Star Wars
keep
is your life.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna keep on playing Ghost Recon.
I hope you have fun. What's up, Jake Last? What's up, Fine Editions? Fine Editions.
Indeed.
I'm so old. I remember when restaurants had smoking sections. We actually have a
Catch you guys
restaurant.
later.
We actually have. Oh, you're leaving an island? Oh,
Nope.
okay. Bye, Darth and Island. Anyway, Scott. We actually have a restaurant here in Texas, at least where I live, called No Frills Grill, and it's like half of the restaurant is like a bar, and the other half is dining. The bar, you're allowed to smoke there. Still,
Hmm.
it's nasty because I went there with like some church lady friends, and we ate, but we could smell cigarettes, and it was nasty.
Ugh, I would not want to be smelling cigarette smoke while I was trying to eat.
I hate to work there.
Oh,
That'd be disgusting.
secondhand smoke up the ass, bruh. You get like lung cancer from working in there. This is why we don't have smoking inside establishments anymore.
You're allowed to smoke inside? Yep. Not in dining. Dining, there's no smoking allowed, but in the bar area, yeah.
Cringe.
Now with Applebee's, we have a bar area and dining, but you can't smoke in either of those.
Can't smoke in the theater either, obviously.
Yeah. Well, most places you can't smoke in anymore,
Yeah, which is
it's
good.
nasty.
So you called
Yeah,
your stream?
I don't understand why people would think it's a good idea to breathe in gases other than oxygen.
Yeah, it's not good.
So, well, technically, we also breathe in a lot of nitrogen. I don't know if you knew that. So,
I'm not a science person.
oh no, well, that's one of the very few things I remember from 5th grade science class.
5th grade. My God. Jesus Christ. What was that?
5th grade, that was
Ages
7
ago.
years. Yeah, it was a long time ago.
For me, it was, I don't know how many years ago. A long time.
Well, most of our atmosphere is made of nitrogen. It's mostly nitrogen, and the rest of it is oxygen, carbon dioxide, and other greenhouse gases. And the greenhouse gases number that's going up because of pollution, but yeah.
I think it's been 11 years since 5th grade.
Yeah, you're old.
Yeah. Getting up there.
You're old. You're an old.
Dude,
You're an old lady.
back in my day.
You're allowed to smoke inside? Yep.
Cringe.
Yeah.
So you called your stream Superior Nightcap. Is it because Matt Wilkins is having his?
Is he?
I don't know. I just figured you called it that.
I just called it that because I didn't know what to call it, and I thought it'd be funny. But no, I don't think he's live right now.
Superior Nightcap. Lance, have you seen Across the Spider-Verse?
I haven't seen Inside the Spider-Verse, so no, I haven't
shit,
seen.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm a loser.
Yeah, you gotta go watch these.
I've seen. I know I've seen the original Tobey Maguire movies, but it was like years ago, so I don't remember anything. I mean, I know like I know the villains and things like that, but I don't remember anything else. I've never seen The Amazing Spider-Man, the duology. I didn't even know those were a thing for a while.
Good.
And I've seen the first two Tom Holland Spider-Man movies.
You haven't
not seen No Way Home.
Oh my god!
Well, I know basically the entire plot to No Way Home, but I haven't actually sat down and watched it. So, but like to me, the movie is a big red flag to me because like, well, the only reason why people are going to watch this is because of all the OG.
Nah, there's so much more to it than that.
I'm sure there is, but like it's like okay, people
but they're not even in most of the movie. They're in like the last like 15 minutes or so. So.
Oh, interesting. Well, no, I have not seen it. I tried watching WandaVision the other day.
Oh, and I'm like, I love WandaVision.
I watched the first episode and I'm like, what the hell is going on? The first question I asked is, why are we in the 1950s? Second of all, how's Vision still alive?
It all starts to make sense as you watch it, as you keep going on. So
I mean, I guess I like old 50s shows. I've seen like I Love Lucy and things like that, and they're fun. But like,
so WandaVision's like so good. I love that show.
So I'm trying to go through phase 4 because why not? It's just I don't know. I'm a big Tony Stark guy, so it's gonna be hard watching it without him.
Yeah,
but
he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Oh, Tony's like me.
Dead?
We're both crazy lunatics. We both have very similar taste in music. We're both geniuses. No, but Tony was cool. He was funny and he was kind of relatable. He was cool.
Yeah, he was really cool.
He's dead now. I liked Steve too, but I don't know. I connected with Tony more. Well, it doesn't matter either way. They're both not a part of it no more.
Yeah. So. The old Captain America. Rip.
It's just gonna be hard to view Sam as Cap. By the way, I'm not one of those people that say Sam Wilson is Falcon and Steve Rogers. I'm not one of those people. I mean, yes, Steve is the original Captain America. He's obviously everyone's favorite Captain America, but Captain America is still a character, and it's still like a persona that Steve took on that can be passed down.
Yeah. So
I don't think there's any. And then same with people who were saying Miles Morales is not Spider-Man. It's like, what the fuck? You guys froth at the mouth at seeing Miles Morales, but then you get mad when he's called
Miles Spider-Man. Is hella Spider-Man. He is so good.
It's like I just don't understand people. Like Superior Nightcap without invites. I asked, do you want to join, Scott? Because I will find a way to send you an invite. I'm not into the stream anytime soon. What?
Lance, what High Republic books did you have?
I had all of no, I had all of phase 1 except mission Crash Point Tower. That one. I don't remember. Rescued from whatever. The Daniel Jose Older.
I know.
And then I had a couple from phase 2, but yeah.
Unfortunate.
I didn't read any of it. I read Light of the Jedi, Mission. No, what the fuck? The one with Vern.
Oh,
First one, Test of Courage.
yeah, I like.
Into the Dark. I actually liked all three of them, but
Yeah,
I don't know. I didn't really want to. I didn't care to continue.
that sucks.
Like I said, I was running out of EU space, and at this moment, that's all I care about. I don't care about none new canon, High Republic stuff.
Just saying, there are good stories out there.
Did you guys hear that?
What was that?
Thunder.
Oh shit!
It's
Where
been
are you?
raining.
Where are you in Texas?
Where am I in Texas?
Yeah.
I'm near Dallas.
Okay. I know someone in Sugarland.
Sugarland?
Yep, it's a real place in Texas.
Never heard of it.
How? You live in the same state.
Do you know how many cities and towns there are in Texas? We have 30 million people that live here.
Yeah, I guess it's different when you live in a very small
Like
state.
I'm sure Rhode Island, you can go outside and look at the horizon and see the end of the state. It's not like that here.
Well, in Rhode Island, you can cross the state in less than an hour, and you can go like how far away is like your capital? Like, well, you live in
How far away is okay? Austin, that's our capital. It's probably 5 or 6 hours away.
Jesus Christ! You know how long it takes me to get to the capital of Rhode Island?
It's hailing right now.
It takes me 10 minutes tops to get to the Rhode Island capital of Providence. 10 minutes, and it takes you 5 or 6 hours to get to your capital. That's insane.
It's currently hailing. Do you guys hear that?
Yeah.
That's hail.
Well, that sucks.
I think I'm gonna have to end the stream just to make sure everybody's okay. So I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining. Pray for me that my roof doesn't fall down.
Good luck to your windows.
Yeah. Does everyone in chat hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it.
It's so loud.
Hi, Nazo. Hi, Alex.
Anyway, I gotta go. You guys have a good night. Thank y'all for watching. Thanks for joining, Max.
You're welcome.